Hello all, and welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Jake.
And I'm your co-host, Natalie.
And this is the second episode of the Lightning Robotics podcast.
First, we'll go to an interview with Joe, the lead mentor with our interviewer, TJ.
Thanks, guys. Today I'm here with Joe on behalf of the 862 podcast. We would like to ask you some questions, Joe. What is your favorite robot that we have ever made?
My favorite robot that we have ever made is probably our 2005 robot Carlson X, which is not a surprise to anybody, but that robot was one of the most reliable ones we put together. It's still running.
Awesome. Alright, do you find it difficult to be the lead mentor of our group?
Yeah, being lead mentor is definitely a challenge. There's a lot that goes into managing the team, especially one of this size. With 100 students and 35 mentors and a booster club that's got 15 board members, that's a lot of people to try and keep track of and make sure stuff's making progress.
Alright. Do you think we're on track with production this year?
No, we're a little behind on production this year, but again, that's not really a surprise. We always seem to fall a little bit behind. The thing that we're going to do is all work together and get it done.
Alright, one last tragic question. Are you sad about Plowie?
Yeah, I was sad to see that little guy disappear off the game animations. He first debuted on my rookie year on the team in 2003, and now he's gone, so it's kind of sad.
It's pretty sad. While we have you here, I was wondering if maybe you could possibly do the Cotton Eye Joe for us.
I think I'm going to have to pass on that.
Oh.
But I'd been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from, where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? But I'd been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from, where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Now for some team trivia. This week's question is, how many students did we have on the team in our very first season? The answer to the question will be after the next interview with Fabrication. DJ?
Thanks, Jake. This is Henry from Fabrication to tell you a bit about the subgroup.
Thanks, TJ. I'm obviously from Fabrication. We build the mechanical parts for a robot, and that's pretty much what we do. We machine it so that everything fits together the way it's supposed to.
Alright, so can you tell us a bit about your group, though?
Well, as I said, that's what we do. We machine the parts so that they will fit together and that we can have a proper driving and moving robot like we're supposed to.
So you use power tools in this, right?
Absolutely.
So what is the most used power tool that you use?
We will use a lot of our drills made by Bosch. We also use a mill, which I am like the master of. That's one we use a lot if we need something precise, which we usually do.
Okay, I know some of these tools can be dangerous, so are there any that you need to be certified or trained to use?
All of them. We have to be certified to use all of the power tools and all of the hand tools. There are 3 different tiers of training. The first tier is all of your hand tools. The second tier is all of your power tools, and the third tier is what's in the secondary cage that holds the mill and the Bridgeport. So that's our certification scale.
Okay, so as Fabrication you build things, so what is an example of cool things that you have built?
Well, so I machined this last year. This is some 1/8 inch 2x2 aluminum stock that I milled 862 into that. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick that up. It's jeweled, so this is standard. This is what it looks like originally, and then it was jeweled, and then had 862 milled into it.
Alright.
So that's what.
Alright, so you've built that, but was that this year?
No, that was last year.
So what have you built this year?
This year, I machined the entirety of the drivetrain so that we can have a moving robot.
Well, yeah, you kind of need that
Yeah.
robot.
Especially because we're using a different design, because In previous years, we've used what's called a 6-wheel tank, where we have 2 traction wheels in the back and 2 Omnis in the front. What we're doing this year is that we have 4 Omnis on both sides, and then 1 Omni in the front and 1 Omni in the back so that you can strafe with it.
Alright. Sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
And can't wait to see it when it's done.
Cool.
Alright, thanks Henry. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, TJ. And now for the answer to the trivia. As a recap, the question was how many students were on the team in the first season? The answer to the question was 9. And now for the sad side of the news. Please watch this next clip about our dear friend Plowie.
May we all remember Plowie fondly. Rest in pieces. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at FRC862 and on Facebook. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And of course, you can always check us out at www.lightningrobotics.com. And stay shocking!